in this video. And they quoted him $7,500.
Oh, that breeze feels good.
Start it. Hello and welcome. It's a beautiful Saturday here in Michigan, one of probably the last of the year where the weather is decent. And customer came in recently with a car that needed some expensive repairs. Let me show you what it is. It's this beautiful E93 BMW 335. It is a hardtop convertible, and it does have the famous or infamous, depending on how much you like them, N54. And it came to us with a severe misfire. Actually, the customer came in saying it needed coils and plugs. He brought the parts, we put them on, and it ran actually worse. So he asked me to come take a look at it, and when I did, I feared it was the injectors. I put it on the scanner and I noticed that it definitely was either the injectors or even possibly the high pressure fuel pump. So the customer, not wanting to hear this, took it to the dealer just to make sure, and they said it was the injectors. And they quoted him for the injectors and a couple of sensors he has that are faulty, coolant level and oil temp, I think it was, $7,500. Yes, $7,500. Mind you, this is a 2008 with 160,000 miles on it. That's pretty much 80% of the car's value. So he brought it back, and we made a few phone calls. We got the injectors. They weren't as cheap as other cars, but a lot cheaper than you can get them online yourself. And we went ahead and we knocked it out, and the car runs great. Runs and drives. There's no issues whatsoever.
Oh, that breeze feels good.
Stone cold. Everything. Oh, that's really cold. All right, let's drop the hood and fire it up. Nice interior. I like the seats. All right. Put the key in the hole. Ah, yes, that lovely Beamer sound. And this is why it's so important to find yourself a good, reliable, independent shop for all your needs. A lot of the dealers in the big box stores, they're not going to be 100% transparent with you, or they're going to charge you up the wazoo. Find yourself a good, reliable, honest mechanic, which is pretty hard to find. Treat them well and deal with them, and save yourself a lot of time, a lot of hassle, and a lot of money, especially in cases like this. If you're in the Detroit area, check us out at 6888 North Telegraph, Dearborn Heights, Michigan 48127. They make it seem like this is some big mystery, and it's not. It was simple. The snap-on scanner had the proper software. We plugged it in, put in the numbers, boom, done. And it runs and drives perfect, no check engine light, nothing. So, mission success. Then we have this beautiful BMW X5M competition that was brought in by a customer. He had purchased it over the internet, flew out, drove it back, and unfortunately did not have it inspected prior. And this is why it's so important not to just, get a pre-purchase inspection, but at least take a look around the car. We found multiple receipts in the car, and your next service is due at 106/255. Last service 9/2/21. That was a year ago. The car right now only has 106,814, and he put about 400 miles on the car, bringing it home and driving it the first day. And as soon as he did the oil change, he figured I might as well do an oil change because I just drove it home. As soon as they dropped the old oil and put fresh oil in it, this is the sound that came out of the engine. That, my friends, is not a sound you want to hear. That is not the kind of knock-knock joke that most people enjoy or laugh at. On top of that, we found a Carvana paper in the glove box stating that this car was one of theirs listed for sale. And we found the cashier's check stub from the dealer that purchased this vehicle from the auction. Anybody who has any sense can put the pieces together. Somebody obviously traded this thing in to dump it to Carvana, and Carvana dumped it in the auction, probably announcing that there was something wrong with it or as a non-runner. It was purchased for pennies on the dollar. According to the oil change place, the oil that came out was pretty thick. They loaded it up and let it go. When you buy a car, especially when it's an expensive car, don't cheap out on the extra $200, $300, $400 to have a pre-purchase inspection done. If the individual or party you're attempting to purchase from will not do a pre-purchase inspection, or says, I can't do it, I don't have the time, I'll take it to my own mechanic. If they won't take it to somebody you choose or a dealer for a pre-purchase inspection, forget about it. Unless you're getting the car for so cheap that it doesn't matter if it needs an engine. The cheapest engine we could find is about $7,000 for this car, $6,500, $7,000, and that's used. You want to rebuild one, you're talking north of $10,000. So, and then you still have labor. So, do yourself a favor. When you're looking for a car, get it checked out. Make sure it's inspected. Or at least get a warranty on it. Yeah, this thing has 106,000 miles, but for a 2013, it shouldn't need an engine already. I mean, it's a beautiful car. Let me show you the rest of it. I mean, look at the interior. It's an X5M competition. It's a beautiful, beautiful truck. Got your headphones, your DVD player, the panel roof. I mean, it's just sad that, you know, people out there, they don't care about anything else other than money. Such a sad story. Guy who bought it was looking forward to it. He drove it back from the dealer in another state, a few hundred miles away, got here, changed the oil, knock knock. So please, if you're gonna buy a car used, especially one of this caliber, do yourself a favor. Spend the extra couple $100 to get it inspected. Remember, it's your money. If the other party's not gonna take the time to get it inspected or won't let you take it to go get it inspected, forget about it. It doesn't matter how badly you want the car. Just find another one. And this is not something that happens once in a blue moon. It happens a lot. We get a lot of customers that come in, oh, I just bought this car and it has this major problem with it. That wasn't disclosed. And when I talked to the dealer, he said, as is, where is. There's nothing I can do for you. So, be careful, people. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.